Hello friends, I'm George, the nice medic gentleman. Welcome back to the channel guys, I hope that all of you are doing well. Today I'm going to talk about a very impressive Freshie that is very heavily inspired by Sospiro's Vibrato, but can also serve as a great alternative to something like Bulgari's Tiger. It has fantastic quality, it has very good performance considering that it's a fresh scent profile and also carries a very affordable price tag. It comes from the house of Haramain and it's called Junoon Oud. As usual, first I'll quickly show you the packaging and the presentation, the bottle design of Haramain's Junoon Oud. The fragrance comes packaged in this nicely looking cardboard box that has this sort of an oudsy type of finish on it. On the front you got the name of the fragrance, the name of the company, the concentration, which is EDP, and the bottle size, which is 75 milliliters, something interesting. On the top we got a very interesting looking Haramain logo that has the 50-year anniversary written on it as well. So this is at the time that Haramain was celebrating their 50th anniversary. On the back there's some additional information along with something that looks like a batch code, and if I'm reading it correctly, the batch code on my bottle is 19th of July 2022. In order to get to the bottle you need to slide this part, the inside part of the box out, and the bottle sits inside here, and then this is how the bottle looks. Again, has pretty much the same coloring finish like the bottle, like the box itself, the same information. The cap is plastic, doesn't feel of super high quality, but at least it's a snug fit, you get a secure click, and all around actually the packaging is really nice. The note breakdown of Junoon Oud from the house of Haramain has the following notes. The top notes are grapefruit and oudsy notes, the middle notes are musk, jasmine and amber, and the base notes are oudsy notes again, patchouli and palisander rose oud. I'll show you the sprayer in action and then I'll tell you about the scent of Junoon Oud from Haramain. The sprayer is a little bit, so it doesn't put that much juice out, and you have to keep that in mind because in my opinion you have to overspray a little bit in order to get the needed performance out of this fragrance. But now onto the scent of Junoon Oud. First of all, just want to mention something out, and that's the fact that this is a pretty linear fragrance, doesn't change that much from the opening to the dry down. In the opening you get hit in the face by a very sweet and very strong grapefruit note that's accompanied with quite a lot of oudsy notes, oudsy sort of a smell in the background. In the first few seconds of the life of this fragrance, the grapefruit note feels a little bit sour, but that lasts for roughly like 5-10 seconds, and after that it starts to become sweeter and sweeter. Also feels a tad bit sort of on green because of that jasmine note, and also quite musky from the opening. There's a hint of spiciness as well, but all around the opening is mainly about the mix of that sweet fresh grapefruit note and the oudsy notes somewhere in the background. When this goes into the dry down, what little changes that happens when this goes into the dry down is the fact that the grapefruit note starts to lose a bit of its freshness. The oudsy notes become stronger on the dry down, and you're also introduced to quite a lot of ambery sweetness. The dry down is a mix of the grapefruit notes, some of the musk from the opening, the oudsy notes, and quite a lot of ambery sweetness. That's pretty much it. It's a not a very sort of a complicated scent. It's pretty linear, but smells really nice, really masculine, and also has really nice quality. All around, I really like the smell of Junoon Oud. When it comes to the question of how close this is to to Vibrato from Sospiro, which is the main inspiration for this fragrance, I would say it's pretty similar. Although Vibrato has a little bit more sweetness. Vibrato has a bit of a ginger note that adds even more freshness to the opening. Junoon Oud seems to be like a more oudsy take on the original DNA. Feels a little bit more grown up, a little bit darker version of Vibrato, but all around it's pretty similar. Also, it's also quite similar to Tiger, as I said, and can serve as an alternative to Tiger, but again feels a little bit more oudsy compared to Tiger, like again a little bit more of a serious take on that DNA. When it comes to performance now here, from what I've seen online, there are some conflicting reports. Some people say that this fragrance lasts for only a few hours. Other people report this to be a very strong performer. I'll tell you my experience, how this is performed in my own experience, and I would say that this has a very, very good performance. I've been getting about 7 to 8 hours of performance out of this fragrance, which is, in my opinion, a really, really good performance, considering that this is a fresh scent, and also it's quite a loud fragrance. It would project really nicely for 2, even to up to 2.5 hours. And in fact, I was wearing this today. The weather was really hot outside, and this I was out with my family for about, in fact, over 6 hours in the afternoon with the hottest weather, and when I came back home, I was still easily picking up the scent of Junoon Oud. So in my own experience, this has been a really, really good and long-lasting Freshie. When it comes to the price tag, a little bit more expensive than your usual clone slash inspired by fragrances. I paid about 55 euros to get my bottle, which is not probably the greatest deal in the world, especially considering that you're only getting 75 milliliter of juice. But then on the other hand, you get great performance and great quality, so I would call it a decent deal. And when it comes to versatility, it's a super versatile fragrance that can work all year round. Of course, the scent profile makes it the best time to use this fragrance in the summer, but in reality you can wear this pretty much all year round. It's a very masculine and very versatile fragrance. And at the end, a few final words about Junoon Oud from the house of Haramain. I've been really impressed with this fragrance. It has fantastic quality, it has superb performance, at least in my experience and on my skin. It offers great quality, and all around is a very nice masculine scent that's super versatile. Comes really close to Vibrato, which is the main inspiration for this fragrance, from Sospiro. Also can serve as a great alternative to Tiger as well. All around, it's a great fragrance that has only a few small cons, in my opinion. The first con is that you only get 75 milliliters of juice from the bottle of Junoon Oud, and the second con is the fact that this is a little bit more expensive. It's not super expensive, still quite affordable, but a little bit more expensive than some of the other inspired by fragrances that carry a similar scent profile. But again, I think this has the highest quality of this scent profile that I've had, at least in my experience. It has better quality than Turati Blue. It has, from Afnan, it has better quality than Rue Broca's TRM. It has better quality than Alkiam Silver from from the house of Latafa, but again, it's a little bit more expensive, just keep in mind that. But all around, I've been really impressed. And so if you're looking for a great alternative to Sospiro's Vibrato, or something that's pretty similar to Bulgari's Tiger as well, and you don't mind the slightly higher price tag, then definitely check out Junoon Oud from the house of Haramain. This fragrance gets a love from me. And so guys, in today's video I reviewed what in my opinion has turned out to be a fantastic and very affordable fresh scent that comes from the house of Haramain, and it's called Junoon Oud. I hope that you found this video interesting. If you did, give it a like, and I also hope that you're going to join me in the next one. And until then, stay safe and bye bye.